Alrighty guys, in today's video we're going to be completely ripping down the chassis of the Ram, or the whole truck of the Ram, down to the bare chassis, and then we're going to take the Prius and rip it down to a bare body. As you can see here, the bed came off extremely easy, as they should, especially when you have the tool we have, the bed puller. You stick it right in there on the bed sides and pick her up. So that makes it nice and easy, and then we just set that out back. Now that we got the bed off, we can get to the point where we can pull the cab off, but obviously first we got to do fenders and all that fun stuff. And I'm going to change the front tires and wheels over, and we're going to work on getting smaller ones on so it's easier to work with. But we'll get all these fenders pulled off and get everything pulled out of the cab we need to do. Now, I'm not going to make you have to watch ripping the whole interior of the cab apart with all the wiring. That all fun stuff is just a waste of time. Nobody wants to see that. So I'm not going to bore you. We got everything swapped over for the front wheels and tires. Got all the fenders off. Now we can take the cab off. That's lifted up there. So the telehandler makes it super easy. You can just drive up to the door and stick the boom in. We have like a 3-foot breaker bar. I believe it's a 3/4 inch breaker bar on like I think it's like an 8-foot pipe, maybe. Actually a piece of square tubing. But those lugs were so goddamn tight. It was mind blowing, because once they came loose, they spun like they weren't even there. Like they were hand tight then. And I can't tell you how many times I smashed my knee in the process of doing that. The first time was an accident, and the second time was just my fault for not paying attention. But I destroyed my knees doing that. So that was that was a blast taking those off. So this is a shelf of stuff I've kept from videos and messing around. Here's the first breaker bar we had, which isn't very big, like maybe 24 inches or so. Maybe a little bigger, 30 inches. Broke that guy right in half. And that was the one that smashed my knee. I don't know what happened to the ratchet. The ratchet is somewhere, but we ended up shearing that ratchet off, and I just welded the head to the housing, and that's how we got the rest of them off. Here's another breaker bar we had, which I forgot we did that to this one. We bent this one pretty good. So as you can see, we've literally just been time-lapsing everything, but I want to make this a point here. To take off a fan, it should be as easy as taking your wrench and sticking on that nut and hitting it with a hammer, and it should pop it loose. I have been working on getting this nut off for approximately, I might have an hour or two just getting this off. So I'm assuming the person before, if you look at it, probably tried to take it off, and it is stripped to hell. I don't know, there's gouges in it, like they tried to get on the vice grips. It was a hell of a job. So what I ended up doing was the tensioner, I used it as a tightener, so I was pulling on it as tight as I could, as hard as I could, and twisting on that nut with a ratchet strap as tight as you could possibly get it. I literally can't get that thing any tighter. So finally, it's off. So, now that the truck's done, I'll let you guys listen to a little bit of music, and we'll work on getting the Prius ripped apart now. So all we're doing here is taking off basically all our trim and working on getting what wiring down we can, which you can see the orange wire there. That was your going from the hybrid, from the battery to the, I guess, the electric motor and the trans. So getting that down, getting the exhaust down, and we're kind of just working our way around trying to clean up as much as we can. Like right now, we're here and we're taking all the basically support members off and everything, and we have the fuel tank sitting down there on the jack as you just saw, and that thing's basically just hanging there doing nothing now. It's being supported and we're taking all the lines down and just basically cleaning up as much as we possibly can on the bottom side of the car, including all the brakes and all the lines and everything we don't need. Just less work to do later. So, I'm working on finishing this video up, and that's all we're gonna have today. Also, yeah, you can see it there. It kind of bothered me before. The keyboard doesn't flash, that's just how it looks. It's not even that bright. I get very distracted very easily. But, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, the Prius is down to a body that we need, and the Cummins is down to a chassis. Stay tuned for next video when we build the 4-link suspension. But as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.